Greetings, friends and enemies, and welcome back to Art by Flan. Today we're jumping on the bandwagon and drawing some people's OCs. I hit a bit of an art block, and so I reached out to my followers on Instagram with the hashtag #DrawMyOCFlan. They gave me some OCs. Here I am drawing two of them. I did this on a live stream over the weekend. This was back on the 24th of February? I don't know. Whatever. It was last weekend. When this video goes up, it was last weekend. So I had just picked two at random from the tag on Instagram. So if you're on Instagram and you want a chance for me to draw your OC, post a picture and tag it with #DrawMyOCFlan. And maybe I'll pick them in an upcoming video because I plan to do a couple of these because they are really fun. I see why so many people do these. It's really a good way to get out of your kind of comfort zone and draw characters you're not familiar with, or characters that have interesting designs that maybe you didn't think of. Blah blah, you know the whole story. You've probably seen a million other artists do this, and I wanted to jump on the bandwagon and I thought it would be fun. So the first OC here belongs to Moonlight Fox Art, and this is her OC, Lily. For her description, Lily is a lust demon and is quote-unquote hella fucking old, like 3,000 plus years old. She's a pure cinnamon bun. She always wants to help her friends. She's had some issues in her past due to some asshole-ish people. She likes to give people what they're lusting for. Like if you summon her and you just need hugs or someone to talk to, she'll do that for you. It's not just an erotic thing. She's there for all kinds of lust. And will do everything she can to help you. Another example would be if you really wanted some bomb-ass food, she'll get you or make you some bomb-ass food. She likes bright colors and she can glamour her form. And in the original drawing here, which you can see I'm using as a reference for the actual sketch, she had a lip ring in the middle. I thought it was like a highlight on the lip or something, and I didn't include it. So luckily, Moonlight Fox was in the chat when I was working on this, and she was like, no, that's fine. She changes her glamour all the time. So luckily it wasn't a hard sell on that lip ring. A little more about her. She can glamour her form into anything, but when she's human, she has vitiligo, that skin disorder that gives you like splotches of lighter skin tone, which I think is really cool. I love well-designed characters who have that, and I really love how she applies it to like the pink demon form that I drew. I think it's really super cute. Apparently she changes her hair a lot, but when she doesn't know what else to do, she'll go to her favorite hairstyle, which is the one which I've drawn, which was depicted in the reference. But apparently she literally tries every hair color or style, and she's lucky she doesn't have to bleach her hair because it would be, in fact, dead TM. This character, Lily was her name, was really within my comfort zone. It was a cute girl character with, skimpy clothing and horns and tails and bright colors. So I wanted to do one that was in my comfort zone and one that was a little out of my comfort zone. The one in my comfort zone I considered a bit of a warm-up, and the one out of my comfort zone I'm not as happy with. I don't not like it. I hope the person I drew it for likes it, and I'll talk more about them when I get to that part of the video. This is a fairly long video because obviously it's two different pictures. I considered leaving out some of the shading portion, but I thought, I think I can squeeze it in there to give you guys the whole package here. But so you're getting two for the price of one in terms of things I drew in a video. But this one was she was definitely within my comfort zone. Like I said, a curvy cutie in a bathing suit-esque outfit. It's definitely right up my alley. So I used them as kind of a warm-up. But really what happened is it turned out I just enjoyed drawing something in my comfort zone more, which is normal. But I'm definitely going to be branching out in the future. Obviously, that's what I wanted to do this for, was to not get stuck in the same rut. But again, I had a lot of footage. Like, this is a 3-hour live stream, and I worked for straight through almost all of it. I had a bit of trouble with the tail here. I couldn't get it to look like nice, like how I wanted it to, and I eventually just said fuck it and changed it. But I had a lot of footage to go through, so I considered cutting some things out or leaving out the part where I finished them off stream, because I only did the sketching, the line art, and the base coloring on stream. Shading and stuff I did off stream, and I considered leaving it out, but then I thought, nah, like, so how I'm doing these is I'm not giving them like the full illustration treatment. They're gonna be pretty simple compared to what I normally do. Like, I'm not going in with all the extra hoo-has and stuff. So I figured I might as well give you guys and the people requesting all of the footage and sort of compensate for the fact that I'm not going in with all my extra rendering stuff that I do at the end. And it's really, there's me trying to give her the lip ring, but I just made her lips too damn voluptuous. But I figured I would just give you guys the whole spiel of me shading and coloring, as opposed to, you know, cheating the people who requested out of full renders and then not showing them the whole process. But the reason I'm not doing full renders for these is because I do 2 in a video. It does take a bit of time. I don't know if I'll always live stream the Draw Your OCs thing. It seems like the best way to do it, but I do want to do other things when I live stream, so it won't be the only thing I do. So I want to keep it kind of simple, and rather than taking, you know, 2 hours and 20 minutes to render out a whole image with top shades and all that jazz, I can do, you know, 20 minutes to get a base coat of shading down and just, you know, make it look nicer. You know what I mean? So here I moved on to the shading. Like I said, this part was done off stream, but I'm really happy with it. Like, these are really cute. Like I said, the one within my comfort zone I feel like is a bit stronger. The one out of my comfort zone did sort of push the limits of I won't say it pushed them too hard, but it did in fact push the limits of what I normally do. And you'll see that character here in just a moment. So I'm putting in the final shading. I'm finally getting used to Paint Tool SAI, where I don't have to like color in my shading by hand. I can just use the fill bucket tool, which is one of honestly the best parts of, not Paint Tool SAI, did I say that? Clip Studio Paint, which is also one of the best parts of Clip Studio Paint, is how it can work with the line art, and you can fill bucket in and you don't have to worry about any of the like anti-aliasing ruining it. It works really well and really smooth, and it's really one of the biggest benefits of Clip Studio Paint. Like, if you haven't tried it, try it based on that alone. So we're pushing on the finishing touches on this particular character, Lily, and you'll get to see the finished picture of her at the end. And we're moving on to the second OC. This one is from modafan_TMNT_YOI on Instagram. Like I said, all these are for Instagram, and this is their character, June. Their full name is June Jo. Oh man, I should have thought about this. Megaria, I hope is the way you pronounce that. Boy, I'm gonna butcher some names. In their original species, who is also a pure bean. I didn't really notice that I'd picked 2 pure cinnamon rolls for this, but yeah, that's what happened. I have a type. According to his description, he's a nervous wreck, especially since anyone can tell his emotions since he glows different colors based on his emotions. He's semi-transparent with a question mark face. Which I thought was really cool and what drew me to him in the first place. He doesn't really have any facial features. I feel like the original artist pulls it off much better than I did. He's kind of got like an ethereal glow to him, which I didn't really capture, which makes me sad because this is such a really cool character, and I just wish I would have been able to do him more justice, if you know what I mean. Like, I feel like my rendition is very plain. He didn't have a full body reference picture, so I couldn't draw like him a full outfit like I could with Lily, the previous OC, but I tried to make him look sort of nervous, but I ended up, because I'm not good with facial expressions without like eyes, and he doesn't have eyes, it ended up with him looking more grumpy. I guess I could have worked on positioning the mouth more, so it just looks kind of like he's grumpy with his arms crossed, when I really just wanted him to be a nervous wreck like she described him as. And here you can see me fiddling around with some stuff, but I do like how he came out. He's not a technically bad piece for what I can do. I just wish I could have done more for him. Like I said, the original piece is really, really great. They really captured what they were going for. The sort of ethereal glow about him, and I could easily see, because he's yellow in the image, which is sort of what I went with the color. Again, the reference. In the reference, he has like a gray scoop neck shirt, but I sort of gave him a hoodie because when I think of nervous people, I think of hoodies for some reason. I'm not sure. But a little more about him. She says there, I hope it's a girl, they say he's their oldest character, and he's the one they're most attracted to, which is really great. You always can tell when someone likes one of their OCs more than the other, because they're usually the one that gets the most art or whatever. But it's nice to... One of the things I like about doing this and starting to do this is it really I don't know. I like to feel people's passion for their characters, because that's really why I started drawing in the first place, was to bring characters I had in my head to life in some way on paper. And that's why I love OCs in general. That's why I love having them and creating them and all that jazz. Is they've lived in my head forever. I just now have the talent to bring them out into the world in some shape or form. And I really, you know, and again, doing other people's OCs really breaks me out of the habits that I'm into, and I can do unique things. I never would have thought of drawing somebody with a question mark for a face, and I didn't look into it, but I wonder if they have other exclamation, not exclamation points, punctuation. That's the word. Boy, English is hard. Punctuation characters, and that'd be really cool. I needed to look into that, but like I said, it was really hard to capture a facial expression without most of a face. I did my best. I hope they like it. I hope he looks okay. I feel like I could have done better, but I don't feel like I did awful. He was really a simple one, because there wasn't much to him in the reference, and his design is pretty cool, but also pretty easy to render out, I guess is the word I'm looking for. But we're putting on his shading now, his finishing touches here in just a minute, and I'm really happy with how both of these came out. I didn't put them all, like, you can't see the full images. You basically can in the end card here coming up in a bit, but you definitely check them out on my Instagram, where I'll have the full pictures where you can get a better look and more detail at them. And obviously I'll be tagging the artists they belong to, so you can check out their art as well. And the first one was Moonlight Fox Art, and this one is modafan_TMNT_YOI. And definitely check out them and more, so you can learn more about their OCs and stuff like that. And when I post this on Instagram, I'll have it linked in the description. I'll tag them, obviously, so they can see the art I did for them, and you guys can check out more on their characters and more of their art in general. But we should be shifting on into the finished pieces here in just a moment. If you like what you see, don't forget to click that like button. You can subscribe for a new video from me every single week. A special shout out to my patrons over on Patreon, Parzival and Adrian Scribbles. You guys are the best. And thank you so much for watching this video. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.